Levity. I just want to share a little bit about how Stacy's Liberation workshop impacted me, and also want to give a full disclosure that I am working with Stacy to bring these workshops to a broader audience, and so take it or leave it. I just want to share what happened for me. So basically what I think the magic of this work is that it works on a subconscious level. And so that means, like, right away when you do the workshop, you'll have impacts. And then if you keep doing the aftercare afterwards, which takes about 10-20 minutes a week max, then it goes deeper and it strengthens even further. And what I noticed right away was I was getting triggered less, like my ways of relating were shifting. There was like a spaciousness. It's the same with meditation and so many other techniques, right? But this is like things that just reprogram your nervous system without you having to think about it, which is brilliant. So it's not even about the action that you're taking daily. It's like just creates a little buffer zone between the thing that used to trigger you too fast to react, or me. It creates a little buffer so that then you have the choice how you want to show up, because your nervous system isn't responding in the same way that it used to. So what that means is you're not getting like that feeling of your stomach clenching up and not knowing how to respond, or this feeling of like spinning in your own head of like, I don't know what to do, or those like sort of activations that just happen because of every event that's ever happened to us that was impactful or negative in our lives. Those things that just get hit by something now that's happening, but really the thing that's getting activated is the past. And so it just creates like a spaciousness around that, because it releases the activation from those past events or from those past limiting beliefs. And it just lets you to come in, like allows you to come into the present now. And the other biggest thing that I've noticed, so that's a shift that's happened like every day since the training. So I did it in mid-August, and it was after 2 weeks of living in like my parents' house with them, longest period in like more than a decade that I've spent with them. And then another week afterwards, like I chose to go back after Liberation. And I got to see the difference, and like, wow, like now I would say our relationship is better than it's ever been in my entire life, in part due to this work. And so I just think it's freaking awesome. The only other thing that's been this powerful for me and like so immediate was EMDR, when it cleared like more than a decade worth of PTSD episodes for me. And Stacy uses something similar to EMDR to reprogram limiting beliefs, like every single belief you can imagine that you might have accumulated from the time you were born until you were 5 years old. The other biggest shift that's happened for me is in the world of relating and partnership, relationship. Yeah, so basically had a shit show of a year where it was like just a lot of core wounding, getting triggered, things, me understanding like the roots of my attachment style. I have a disorganized attachment style, so anxious, avoidant. So usually I describe it like, come closer, come closer, come closer, and then it's like, you're too close, get the F away from me, essentially. And so that can be extremely painful. And since this training, I'm in like the closest thing to a secure relationship that I've ever had in my life. And I can see when patterns are happening, and I can name them for my partner instead of just like getting involved with them and acting them out. I can say, hey, this feels like this might be alive for me right now. Oh, and just having this relationship with my inner child and knowing, okay, these are the ways that I dissociate typically, and being able to name those to the people who are close to me, to be able to say like, hey, if you notice these behaviors or this energy in my being, can you support me by saying, hey, Levity, like, are you here with me now? So I've been able to work out a lot of dissociation to like be able to be more present in my body and in my life. That's been really clearing a lot. And then also in my relationship, to be able to say like, hey, these are some tendencies that I've noticed within myself that I've been learning about, and that I need your help. I need your help to work these out. And so there's just been a spaciousness of being able to say, like, yep, these are the things, and I know now, like, how my inner child acts out. Like, I see how she, like, what her go-to methods are for trying to keep herself safe. And I have more compassion around it. I have, like, a daily relationship with her where I can actually, like, respond. If I notice that I'm getting really controlling, for example, I can say, okay, some part of me isn't feeling safe right now. Let's rewind. I notice that I'm in a really controlling space, so let's try to figure out what it might be that's making me feel unsafe, and let's go to that point instead. And I can engage people I love in that level of support and conversation, and also just in daily life for myself, having more resource. So it's great. I feel super free. I, like, can't even, it felt in big ways like the resolution of some really painful things, and it keeps evolving. Like, it's the gift that keeps on giving, for sure. So I'm really happy to discuss the training with anyone who's interested, and also just love to hear about all your journeys. Like, this work is so important to me. So thank you for watching. Tend to be a little long, but happy to discuss with anyone. Sending you all lots of love.